Jordan Montgomery, the final choice and final option that you can go with for an elite pitcher, has been officially signed. And I say officially while also trying to go off of MLB instead of Arizona because they haven't confirmed this yet. But we're going to talk about it. Welcome back to the Touching Bases podcast. Good to see you guys again. And if you guys haven't, go ahead and read the comments because I'm just some kid trying to make a podcast for baseball. So don't get mad at anything I have to say. Jordan Montgomery has signed with the Arizona Diamondbacks. I would get my Diamondbacks hat, but it is somewhere around here, and I was watching the dogs as soon as my phone went off to show me that Jordan got picked up. This mostly completes the big names as far as the free agents in the 2024 offseason or 2023 offseason. How do you want to count it? I don't know. But with only 2 days before the opening day, and that is, I mean, I wouldn't say that's the best and most ideal position to be in, but I mean, given the contract that he got, I would say it was kind of a win in a way because it gives him a season to play for a team and prove himself once more, as he did with Texas and the other half of the year with St. Louis. But he signed a 1-year $25 million deal with a vesting option, which means that depending on how he pitches, and I believe the agreement is if he pitches 10 starts, then he will be vested at $20 million for the 2025 season. If he starts in 18, he's at $22.5 million, and if he starts in 23 starts or more, then it will be bumped up to $25 million for 2025. He can also opt out in 2025 if he makes 10 starts in 2024. So I'm guessing this is just more of a security clause just in case like he gets injured and they're not binded into some huge contract while getting him onto the team. This makes this Arizona team very solid, especially compared to last year. They are now adding a World Series winning starting pitcher to their rotation from the team that they lost to in the World Series, on top of adding Eduardo Rodriguez, which unfortunately really sucks that Erod is now out with a lat injury. Who knows how long that is going to be. We've been kind of following that slowly and to the side, but this is basically going to be their anthem until he comes back, which in my opinion, obviously, I'd say Jordan Montgomery is probably a better pitcher overall, but having Zach Gallen, Brendan Pfaadt, Merrill Kelly, and now Jordan Montgomery in that rotation, it's going to be a deadly setup for the National League and very comparable to like the Braves and the Dodgers. Now, some of you are going to think, wow, that is a stupid take. This is a dumb thing to say because the Dodgers have Yamamoto, they have Glasnow, they have Paxton, and they have Bobby Miller and maybe Kershaw later on in the season. And then the Braves having Spencer Strider, who is probably going to be the most likely to win the Cy Young this year for the National League, Morton, Fried, and also Chris Sale. It's a very diverse and very strong starting rotation. You say that, but at the same time, Yamamoto hasn't been doing very well, at least his first 2 starts against actual teams in the MLB, and they haven't even been official games. I guess technically Korea's been an official game, and that was a real bad start. I'm assuming he will adapt and do fine, but it is going to take a few games, and in the meantime, Jordan Montgomery knows exactly what he's doing, and I would say he's much better than Yamamoto. Tyler Glasnow, definitely one of the more elite. I think if you were to compare, he's probably better than most of the Arizona pitching staff, especially now that his elbow is 100%, and he got the brace on his UCL, which made things, I guess, 100 times better than it was the last couple seasons. Getting Jordan Montgomery in the starting rotation, I mean, according to Fangraphs, never mind, Fangraphs doesn't even have him up yet. That's how new this info is, so I'm going to try and get this out to you as soon as possible because it'd be cool to beat Fangraphs for once. I don't know. Zach Gallen is going to be the number 1, Merrill Kelly's number 2. I'm going to assume because Erod is out that Jordan Montgomery will probably be taking the number 3 or number 2 slot, and then Tommy Henry, who's a rookie that I'm looking forward to seeing, and then last year we were able to see Brendan Pfaadt come out and do well in the playoffs. Hopefully he's able to keep his ERA low. I mean, they're projected for him to have a 4.19, but just having those 5 in there and kind of getting Nelson out of the picture, this is a very strong rotation now that's not just relying on 2 veterans and then 2 rookies that are hopeful. It's adding another veteran who's proved himself in the playoffs and also on multiple teams and has great stuff. On top of that, Tommy Henry is the only left-handed pitcher in that rotation, and so now you're really going to be able to mix it up with a right, left, right, left, right, left if you want to really make things difficult for other teams in the NL West. Speaking of the NL West, it's kind of a big powerhouse. The Giants are going all out. Obviously, they've been picking up every last minute free agents that you can possibly find. The Dodgers as well, they did it earlier in the season and spent most of their money, and they seem to be solid. Mookie's doing very well at shortstop with that big move, and the Padres aren't looking exactly too bad after losing Juan Soto. Are they the same team? Absolutely not, but they are looking promising, at least seeing the teams that they are playing, and Jackson Merrill is looking pretty good as far as his rookie season coming out. So I wouldn't count the Padres out completely, but it is very competitive NL West, and if you ask me, the NL AL West is definitely going to be the wild card filler for the end of 2024 season. So Jordan Montgomery added a few attributes in there that really makes him shine. With a 3.2 ERA and 166 strikeouts out of 188 innings, he started 32 starts between the Cardinals and the Rangers, and he's 30 years old. He's 6'6", and that lefty part is really going to make a big difference. Being that tall, being a lefty is very diverse and actually not that common, especially from a starter, and as dominant as he is, this is a big pickup, and I think for the good price. I'm really happy to see a team that actually says we're going to go all out, we're going to go back and win a World Series, and then they put their money where their mouth is, besides the Dodgers, who seem to be the only ones that were doing it this whole season. Now the Diamondbacks, they brought on Jock Peterson, they traded for Eugenio Suarez, much more batter-friendly stadium, and now they're bringing in an ace that it was in fact part of knocking them out of the World Series last season. Now again, the teams have not confirmed this information yet, but MLB is reporting it on their website, so I'm going to go ahead and say that it's true, and I'm super happy that he went to a team that I support. Go Padres, go Mariners, go Diamondbacks. I love it. This is going to be a fun year, and if you guys just like, thank you for being here with me. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and go ahead and leave a snotty, rude comment below, because I am just a kid trying to make it on YouTube. Subscribe if you like. Later.